So apparently they're looking to match Joyce with Bryant Jennings on the undercard of Daniel Dubois versus Nathan Gorman, which will be on July 13th at the O2 Arena on BT Sport in the UK and ESPN Plus in the United States. Joyce versus Jennings. Yeah, it's not a bad fight, I guess. Joyce has not had that many professional contests so far. We know he was a very experienced elite level amateur, and he also was in the World Series of Boxing, which is kind of like a semi-pro league / tournament. So we know that they can move him fast. Bryant Jennings is not one of the elite names in the heavyweight division, but I think this is an acceptable fight for Joyce. Jennings has been in there against Klitschko. He went 12 rounds in that fight. He's been in there against Luis Ortiz, Oscar Rivas. Obviously, he lost all those, but he also beat people like Artur Spilka. He beat Joey Dubois. I mean, I don't have Jennings' record in front of me right now, but he's been in there with some pretty decent names, some of the top guys and a lot of the contenders and fringe contenders. He's been in there. So he's experienced. He does have some ability. Jennings is not a massive puncher, but he's got, I guess, mediocre, kind of respectable power, and he moves very well. That's one thing about Bryant Jennings, is that he's always physically fit and he's got good movement. He can get around that ring. He's very athletic. He has a long reach, but he hasn't really learned how to use that long reach yet. Still squares his shoulders up and doesn't fight side on enough to utilize or take full advantage of those very long levers he's got. So it's going to be interesting to see if this fight takes place. It'll be interesting to see how Joyce copes with Bryant Jennings' movement, assuming Bryant Jennings elects to move, because in the Klitschko fight, he moved around for a couple rounds, but after that, he decided, you know what? I'm going to take it to Klitschko. And that's what he did. And one of the reasons that he decided to take it to Klitschko is because he could sense that Klitschko was anxious. Yeah, because that fight took place in the United States. It was the first time Klitschko had fought in the United States for many years. And the referees in the United States do not allow Vladimir Klitschko to do his usual jab, jab, grab routine and lean all over his opponent and tire them out. The refs over there don't let him do that. And because of that, because he was admonished early on by the ref several times for leaning on Jennings, Vlad got kind of nervous because he was out of his comfort zone. He started getting a little anxious and he wasn't really throwing his punches with the kind of venom that he normally would when he was in Germany. So he was anxious. He just couldn't get hold of his opponent. And of course, that was the fight leading up to the Fury fight. So it remains to be seen how Jennings will approach the Joyce fight. I suspect he'll be on his bike. Because with Vladimir, even though Vladimir was a great champion and all that, Vladimir was a guy who didn't really like to engage up close. Joyce is the exact opposite. Joyce will happily wing it away with you in the pocket. And just, let it all hang out. Let's both swing and see who lands first and see who lands hardest. That's Joyce's game. And given that fact, I think that Bryant Jennings will be looking to not play into his hands. Maybe in and out movement, try and catch Joyce in between the swings, but really, will he really want to be standing there trading toe to toe? I mean, if he takes one of Joyce's punches and thinks, you know what, this guy don't really hit that hard. I've been in there against Rivas. I've been in there against Ortiz. I've been in there against Klitschko, and this guy's power is not on that level. I can take it. Then maybe he will stand toe to toe. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about this potential, should I say, showdown. I'm going to call it potential showdown until it's actually signed. And just let me know what you guys feel about it in the comment section below. Is it an acceptable step up, or did you hope to have a more elite name in the ring with Joyce? Let me know how you feel, people. It's happening. I'm out. Join me on Patreon. I upload a minimum of 2 podcasts every single week, covering a wide variety of controversial topics, as well as live stream Q&A sessions. Take a look on screen right now at some of the podcasts I've produced so far. For just $3 a month, the equivalent of about £2 a month, you get access to all my new podcasts and my entire back catalogue of past podcasts, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen on your computer or on your smartphone or tablet by downloading the Patreon app from the Google Play Store or the App Store for free. The Patreon app also allows you to download each podcast in MP3. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you get access to dozens of hours of exclusive content. It's easy to sign up, there's no contract, and you can cancel at any time. So come and join our community of free and critical thinkers by signing up with me here on Patreon today.